I didn't concede on policy at all. Right, so I remained throughout my time as Prime Minister pro-European. And, you know, the fact is, we had a commitment for a referendum if we went, I think it was for the single currency, was it a referendum on the single currency was part of our 5 pledges. And it was important also, by the way, to counter the fact that people thought, you know, you might be just for some sort of European superstate and so on, which isn't my position. So this allowed us, we were choosing the rhetoric carefully, but the substance, no, we didn't change the substance of the policy. And I think in this instance, by the way, I think the distinction between the two is pretty clear.
I think Mr. Campbell told us that the commitment to referendum on the euro was not part of the 5 pledges, but I think it was nonetheless Labour Party policy at this stage. But we can check his evidence on that.
I thought it was part of the 5, but anyway. Okay, we should check it.
Excuse me, this man should be arrested for war crimes. JP Morgan paid him off for the Iraq war. 3 months after we invaded Iraq, they held up the Iraq bank for $20 billion. He was then paid $6 million every year and still is from JP Morgan 6 months after he left office. The man is a war criminal.
At the Leveson inquiry, as Mr. Blair, former Prime Minister, giving evidence there, an interruption by a protester, as you may have heard there, protesting about the Iraq war and Mr. Blair's jobs subsequently. Let's listen to Lord Leveson's response.
Blair, and I'd like to find out how this gentleman managed to access the court through what is supposed to be a secure corridor, and I'll have an investigation undertaken about that immediately. I apologise.
That's fine. Can I just say, actually, on the record, what he said about Iraq and JP Morgan is completely and totally untrue. I've never had a discussion with them about that, or any relationship between them and Iraq.
Should not feel... You're entitled to say what you want.
Yeah.
You should not feel it necessary to answer somebody else's points.
No.